What is going on, guys, and welcome to another video. Today we are checking out SCP-2845, the Deer. This is a Keter SCP and an Extraterrestrial SCP, so it doesn't come from Earth. This video is from the Volgun, so be sure to go and subscribe to Volgun. Great channel, but we know this by now. Not too sure how dangerous a deer can be, but when it's from another planet, then yeah, I'm sure it's going to be scary as fuck. But yeah, man, before we get into this, be sure to drop a subscription on the channel and let me know what other videos you want me to react to. Also, be sure to check out the SCP playlist in the description once you're done with this video, and you can see me react to all kinds of SCPs. But yeah, before we get into this, question of the day. What is the question of the day today? So here's a question for you guys today. What is your favorite video game of all time? Let me know in the comments. What is your favorite video game of all time? Mine is probably Star Wars Battlefront 2, back the old one, like back on the PlayStation 2, where you could like control the Jedis and shit like that. That shit was fucking fun to play. But you guys let me know what your favorite game of all time is. We're gonna get into this SCP, man. The Deer, man.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Dr. Miller, and the SCP we're going to be looking at today is SCP-2845. Threat level: black.
Oh, why does he have a face that looks like a goat? Jesus. Hopefully this isn't too scary, man.
Object class: Keter. Special containment procedures. Use of outsourced containment resources and consultants has been authorized for the containment of SCP-2845. Consultants are to be considered level 2 personnel and are at no time permitted to leave Site-100. If at any time an outside consultant must be removed from containment of SCP-2845, Class A amnestics are to be applied before release. A minimum of 30 trained individuals and an unhindered supply of untrained subjects is required for proper containment of SCP-2845.
What?
48 trained personnel are currently assigned to active containment of SCP-2845, split into...
He needs that many guys to contain him? Bro, this guy must be crazy. Someone did point out to me that Keter doesn't necessarily mean they're dangerous, just means they're very hard to contain, so yeah.
8 teams of 6, with a further 24 individuals available as replacements. An allowance of 5 D-class per week has been authorized for the containment of SCP-2845.
What does he do? Eat them?
Site-100 has been constructed to the following specifications. Site-100 consists of 9 concentric circular bands, designated Ring A through Ring I, with a gap located between Ring C and Ring D, designated as Gap 1. 6 circular chambers are located at 0, 60, 120, 180, 240, and 300 degrees within each ring and gap. The chambers,
so it's like a target, like where you shoot archery.
Located at 0 degrees are aligned with geographic north. 2 additional circular chambers are located outside of Ring I, located at 120 and 240 degrees. The floor of each circular chamber contains an unobstructed lead hexagram. The central chamber containing SCP-2845 and 216 instances of SCP-2845-1 is to contain an atmosphere of 96.3% hydrogen, 3.25% helium, and 0.45% ammonia, maintained at -110 degrees Celsius and a pressure of 2.3 bar. The following procedures are all to be carried out in a repeating cycle of 63 hours, 54 minutes. Each procedure is to last 39 minutes, with 10 hours between each procedure. Each procedure must be carried out by 6 individuals. The location of each procedure is denoted in parentheses. At the beginning of each new cycle, containment procedures will be carried out in the next ring closest to the containment chamber. Ceremonial recitations for all procedures and descriptions of all variant costumes may be found in Document 2845-C-EXP, Procedure 410.
This is already really odd. I'm struggling to follow along. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm a bit confused. So this deer, we haven't even got to what he is yet, okay? Why he's so hard to contain. But he has a shit ton of people assigned to him, right? Minimum, what did he say? Minimum 48 at a time. He gets 5 D-class personnel a week. I guess they sacrifice them to him, or whatever they do. And he's contained inside these rings. And inside these rings there's whatever these are. They look like something you do a ritual on or whatever. And I guess we're going to find out what those procedures are that they do. Okay, so let's go.
Constantin, 60 degrees.
Constantine.
Containment specialists are presented with masks: joy, sadness, anger, apathy, fear, and foolishness.
As long as it's not
and
masked.
act out Ceremony
35,
Constantin
SCP-35.
A. Ceremony Constantin A is a farcical comedy of errors and exchange of insults between the 6 individuals, culminating in foolishness outwitting the group in a game of riddles and declaring himself king. The conclusion of Ceremony Constantin A is followed by a game of dice. The winner of the game is irrelevant to the procedure.
What's a game of dice? Is it just where you roll the dice and the highest wins?
Procedure 420, Perinaldo, 120 degrees.
Ronaldo.
Performance of a musical piece for flute, oboe, clarinet, French horn, timpani, and bass drum. The piece is accompanied by specific somatic and vocal components carried out by the players throughout the performance, designated Ceremony Perinaldo A. The performance must be live. Recordings of the piece have no effect. Procedure 430, Epimetheus, 180 degrees. Gifts are exchanged among containment specialists. Content of gifts is irrelevant to the procedure, but each gift must not exceed $4.28 in worth. Each gift is accompanied by recitation of Ceremony Epimetheus A in its entirety, and the scattering of grain around the containment chamber.
Brain.
Procedure 440.
Dude, what is going on right now? What is going on right now? They perform a play with the masks on. They give each other gifts. Like, hello? What's going on?
Cassiel, 240 degrees. Ceremony Cassiel A is recited as containment specialists bind their feet with wool and consume 0.5 liters of olive oil.
Oh,
then they will break apart a rock weighing at least 200 kilograms with hammers. Ceremony Cassiel B is recited throughout.
Dude, how do you drink your 0.5 liters of olive oil? Oh, Jesus Christ, that's a lot of fucking calories, by the way.
450, Cairo, 300 degrees. A D-class subject is prepared by painting a symbol, ring surrounding a dot with an arrow pointing upwards at the 90-degree point, on the stomach with a platinum-based solution, and presented with a blue cloak, crown, and scepter. D-class subject is then restrained in a chair, and Ceremony Cairo A is recited. After recitation of the ceremony Cairo A, the D-class subject is to be castrated by use of a hand sickle by a containment specialist. The testes are then to be disposed of in a bowl of salt water as Ceremony Cairo B is recited. Procedure 460.
Oh, with a sickle? The balls? Oh shit, how are you getting your balls cut off with a sickle, dude? What the fuck? No, can't be me.
Omphalos, 0 degrees. Ceremony Omphalos A is to be recited before roasting of a child no more than 3 months of age. Ceremony Omphalos B is to be recited before consumption. After consumption of the child, Ceremony Omphalos C is to be recited over the gastroliths, which are then swallowed. Vomiting is then induced, and Ceremony Omphalos D is recited, signaling the beginning of a new cycle. In the case of a containment breach, Site 100's nuclear device is to be detonated, followed by lockdown of all Foundation facilities
Detonate
and
anyway.
activation of Protocol 2845 XK1, strike down the moon.
What have I just heard? What have I just heard? Alright, forget the first few. First few are weird, you know, the play, the gifts that cost no less than $4.98 or $68 or whatever. Then some guy has to get his balls cut off with a sickle, and then they have to cook a baby and eat it and then throw it. What?
And this is a message from Containment Consultant to Site Director Dell
baffled.
on January 31st, 2012. Towering Kadath, my home. I have been approached several times already in regards to the containment procedures and their complexity. I have been asked if all of the containment procedures are truly necessary, if they could not be cut down or edited for simplicity, and at least one claimed that they were patently ridiculous.
They are ridiculous.
This is my response, and I expect that it will be seen by all of the Foundation staff working on this project. I will not repeat myself, and I find it sickening that after all the struggle to contain this creature, pencil-pushing bureaucrats are still seeking to cut corners where they cannot afford to be cut. The answer is no. The ritual will remain as it is, and will not be changed in any way. It cannot be cut down further, nor can it be added to. It has been set in place, and now that it has begun, any deviation at all could very easily be catastrophic. Rituals do not work because of some underlying laws, such as those that science operates on. Rituals work because they are rituals. They work because an arbitrary set of criteria has been met with exacting care. Belief that meeting these arbitrary criteria achieves a certain end assigns power to the ritual. The actions that were once meaningless now have been assigned meaning through their repetition and application. This is how one seals away a god, and this is a god. I know that the Foundation does not approve of using this term, but it is still the case. The stag is a god, and it is not a petty local god. It is not one of the mild gods of Earth, or some weaker spirit that is bound by the strength of man's belief.
So he's a god. Raw. I mean, that kind of goes against the gods that we've encountered. Most godlike creatures in the universes we've reacted to on this channel tend not to be able to come into the physical realm, you know? And specifically the SCP universe, was it the Scarlet King? He doesn't come into this realm, right? So it's a bit weird, you know? It's a bit odd. This deer is a god. I want to know what he actually can do, you know what I mean?
We have, for the time being, fooled it into thinking that we have overpowered it.
Oh,
it does not understand that we do so falsely. It is a god. For gods, words have power. Ritual and belief hold greater power over a god than all the laws of science. However, it must be kept in mind that the stag could escape, right now if it so chose. With a thought, this entire facility could turn into a puff of hydrogen. If at any point the stag thought to escape, it would, and we would be powerless to stop it. However, it will not think to escape, or even to change its strategy. The idea will not even pass through its mind. It cannot comprehend the concept. It does not think in the way we think. Truth be told, I would not say it thinks at all. This is an old god. It does not dabble in decisions. Decisions are for creatures who may act erratically, variably, or out of line. A god of this strength simply is. It is an absolute. It acts as a force. In building this ritual, we have shifted its being the slightest bit, and now it is locked into a pattern of behavior. It struggles against us, we struggle against it, and we are locked together in an eternal dance so long as the ritual remains intact. If one thing goes awry, the entirety is lost, and the deadlock is broken. Unstoppable force without an immovable object. The rituals might seem to be nonsense, but they are what I divined to be the best course of action. There are powerful symbols there, and whether or not you think they are appropriate to the situation is irrelevant. I have listened to the converted, and I have listened to the echoes of the stag in their songs. They are not suffering, but they are no longer human. They are changed, utterly. The ritual remains as it is. Description.
Finally.
SCP.
I feel like the description should have come at the start, not 11 minutes in.
2845 is a quadruped entity, measuring 2.9 meters in height at the shoulder and weighing 815 kilograms.
Whoa. He is basically 3 meters tall at the shoulder, so a deer's neck kind of goes a little up. So his head is even higher than 3 meters or 2.9 meters. So this motherfucker is massive, okay? He's like some prehistoric shit, bro. He is big as fuck. and he weighs 815 kilograms, which is... It's heavy. It's close to a ton, but I don't think he weighs as much as elephants, right? Not as heavy as an animal that's that big should be, right? Jesus.
Sinuous neck, generally held in an upright position, extends a further 0.5 meters,
right,
terminating in a head with humanoid facial features.
Very big.
SCP-2845 possesses antlers, measuring 4.8 meters across.
Jesus.
Antlers are white, with black marbling and coloration, and have not been observed to shed. SCP-2845 is covered in hair with an average length of 10 centimeters, with the exception of the face, which is hairless. SCP-2845's coloration is primarily a pastel green, with a stripe of cream on the underside of the neck and belly. A ring of ice particles is suspended 15 centimeters behind SCP-2845's skull, measuring 1.7 meters in diameter, with a ring thickness of 35 centimeters. This ring is interrupted at regular intervals by 7 spheres consisting of metallic hydrogen and metallic helium, each measuring 15 centimeters in diameter. The ring and spheres rotate clockwise at a speed of 1.6 RPM. The force maintaining the movement of the ring, the physical state of the spheres, and the means by which SCP-2845 is capable of supporting its head under the weight of its antlers are unknown. SCP-2845 is capable of instantaneous transmutation and reconstruction of matter. No matter is created or destroyed during this process. This property is manifested at will, with an observed range extending to targets within eyesight. Maximum range of this ability is unknown. Transmuted matter will remain stable despite the lack of other factors. For example, metallic hydrogen and helium are common results, which will remain in either solid or liquid form despite the surrounding temperature. Altered atmosphere will not mix with unaltered regions, maintaining chemical consistency. The most common transmutation results are the solid or liquid forms of hydrogen and helium, the conversion of atmosphere into a hydrogen-helium.
So why the hell does this guy have a big thing of ice behind him? And he can, like, transform matter and stuff. Jesus.
Helium-ammonia mix, and the transmutation of plant life into metalloid-based organisms. SCP-2845 will typically surround itself with a transmuted area with a radius of approximately 5 meters at all times. SCP-2845 has proven itself completely resistant to physical damage. The most common forms of offensive transmutation used by SCP-2845 are a column measuring 5 to 7 meters in diameter and 60 to 80 meters in height, or a horizontal cone measuring between 100 and 150 meters in length and 10 to 30 meters in width at the furthest end. However, SCP-2845 has been observed to attack single targets at distances of up to 10 kilometers.
Jesus.
Early observation of SCP-2845 during recovery indicated that it will generally ignore non-combatants, focusing on retaliation against attackers.
Fair play.
SCP-2845 was not seen to make any attempts to spare non-combatants within the area of effect of its transmutations, and later recovery accounts indicate preemptive attacks against both military and civilian targets.
No, so you don't give a fuck.
SCP-2845-1 designates human beings that have been modified by SCP-2845. Instances of SCP-2845-1 are hexagonal columns measuring 2.4 meters in height, with a rubbery yellow-green skin. SCP-2845-1 instances do not have any outward sense organs, and autopsy has shown that internal organs are likewise absent, save the brain, which now takes up the entirety of the column and contains the reconstituted mass of the other organs and some additional outside materials. It is unknown how SCP-2845-1 instances derive nutrients, or if any nutrition is required. Neuroimaging of SCP-2845-1 specimens has revealed that the brain is in a constant state of high activity. Analysis of multiple specimens indicates patterns of call and response, so some form of remote communication between SCP-2845-1 specimens is presumed. Modal variants of SCP-2845-1 have been reported, but have evaded capture and study. Addendum 1. An abridged timeline of SCP-2845 from initial discovery to containment is as follows. November 27th, 2011. Initial sighting of Comet C 2011 W3. December 1st, 2011. Comet C 2011 W3 confirmed by Mount John University Observatory. December 2nd, 2011. Comet C 2011 W3 confirmed and named by the Minor Planet Center. December 16th, 2011. Comet C 2011 W3 reaches perihelion. Solar Dynamics Observatory records images of a fragment breaking off from the main body of the comet, maintaining a speed of 0.0018 c. December 17th, 2011. Fragment trajectory confirmed to end in a collision with Earth, with estimated impact of December 21st. Thoth Station deterrence procedure fails at changing fragment's course. Public announcement made by the United Nations. Evacuations begin. December 21st, 2011. Fragment impacts in the Pacific Ocean, 124 kilometers off the Western American coast. December 24th, 2011. SCP-2845 believed to reach shore on this day.
So he came in a comet, madness. So he was in like an asteroid and he collided with Earth.
December 25th, 2011. First observation of SCP-2845 through civilian video footage. Drone contact made. SCP-2845 confirmed as hostile. Foundation assets within United States military begin direction of recovery and containment procedures, with assistance of Global Occult Coalition representatives. Foundation containment sites in the region enter lockdown.
Is this one of those? This is one of those situations where the GOC was like, you know what? We need to help these guys because we could be fucked here.
December 26th to December 29th, 2011. Artillery bombardment of SCP-2845 commences, along with initial battery of tests.
You're just making him
Contact
angry,
with
boys.
outside containment consultants made at this time upon observation of SCP-2845's properties. December 30th, 2011. SCP-2845 is unimpeded for 16 hours. December 31st, 2011. Bombardment recommences. January 1st to January 14th, 2012. SCP-2845 is led across the Sierra Nevada mountains while remaining under heavy bombardment. Develops initial containment procedures.
Yo, this is one hell of a long fight. It's been like 2 weeks already, dude. Looking at these guys were fighting him for like a month, dude. Looking down the list. What's going on? He's obviously indestructible or some shit. He doesn't take it. Whenever I hear bombardment, I automatically think of that Simpsons episode with the gym coach who throws dodgeballs in Bart's face, you know?
January 15th, 2012. SCP-2845 reaches predetermined containment area. Initial containment procedures enacted. January 18th, 2012. Initial containment procedures end in success. January 20th, 2012. Construction of Site 100 begins. February 3rd, 2012. Refinements of containment procedures implemented. February 19th, 2012. SCP-2845 declared contained.
Nice, it only took you 2 months, mate.
Alright. I think that about does it for today. Thank you all for listening, if indeed you still are, and you are all dismissed.
I'm a bit surprised that that's all there is, because obviously he's very dangerous, but why do they need to do all the rituals? Like, obviously there's a reason for that. I want to know why they have to do all the rituals. Someone's going to have to explain to me what's going on. I'm not going to lie, I was totally confused. I'm tired as well, but I was totally confused what's going on through there, man. I'm not going to lie to you, the volgun has confused me, bro. This SCP has confused me. Really and truly, this deer, he's in my head. He's in my head. I have no idea what's going on, man. You guys are going to have to explain it to me, because I am baffled right now. The only thing I gather is he's a deer. He's a big fucking deer. He's an alien. He has an ice ring. He can morph matter. He came in a comet. They do rituals to keep him under control, right? Because he doesn't know he's like being contained, I guess. I don't know, man. You guys are going to have to explain it to me. Thank you all for watching this video, and I'll see you all in the next one.